Good morning, everyone. Michelle Lee here with Athena Rising Now, and I help ambitious visionary women bust through their financial glass ceiling and their self-confidence glass ceiling as well. It takes self-confidence to really bust through that financial glass ceiling. And I'm hopping into Wednesday mornings is the time that I go live every single week, 8 a.m. Pacific time. Wednesday mornings to talk about women and money and how you can start making more money. And it's imperative that if you're sensing any kind of pull within you, any kind of intuitive hit within you about making money or doing the work that your soul is here to do, then your action needs to be taken now. It is absolutely imperative. You can see that in the political climate that it is now, that as has been done for decades and even centuries, women's rights are being, passed around like a football amongst men. And this is only made possible because as women, we have been conditioned to believe that we are powerless. We've been conditioned to believe that we have a particular role to play. And if we don't play that assigned role, then the people around us suffer. And then there's the emotions of guilt and shame that are at play. Hey, Dogma, so nice to see you here. If you're here, please say good morning. I can see there's viewers on here, but I can't see everyone. I see Dogma. Thanks for stopping by. But here's the important piece is that you are actually, the conditioning that you have received has caused you to doubt your innate power. Women's spiritual consciousness has truly been hijacked. And what we believe about ourselves is truly comes from the conditioning, the programming, the stories we've been told. And, I saw this morning on my Facebook feed about an 8-year-old girl who's making a splash on the internet, on YouTube, making fun of AOC, making fun of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. And she's impersonating her. And so Fox News had her on television today. And the interviewer said, "What got you started doing this?" I don't remember the young girl's name. And she said, "Well, my dad and my uncle decided that I look like her. And so they asked me if I would want to make fun of her online." So this seems harmless, right? But here's an opportunity for a young woman, a young girl, to have a strong feminine role model. And instead, her uncles are indoctrinating her, their daughter and niece, to believe that this empowered woman should be made fun of and be considered as stupid. And I take issue with this because this young girl doesn't understand even what she's doing or the importance of the political climate at the time. She has no idea. She's being used by the toxic masculine to get attention. And this is just one aspect of how women have been conditioned and programmed to believe who they are. Another example on media was an artist who posted on Mother's Day a painting he did, and was posting that the moment you became a mother, you decided to, you became, I can't remember the words exactly, but stating that you give up all of your desires, all of your wants, all of your needs, and put your family first. And this is a male artist. Throughout history, women's roles have been defined by men. And that was made possible because we were not allowed to read, write, have a job, make money, right? All of those models for femininity were put in place to disempower women. And that's why it's super important that you begin to act now and become the master of your money. And truly, what we have been taught is our greatest fears, our deepest weaknesses, are actually our greatest power. They are actually our greatest power, our ability to take from spirit into form is actually our ability to make money as well. Women are biologically created in a way that we can multitask. Our left and right brain work together. The material between the two sides of the brain, I don't remember the name of it, I'm not a doctor, but it is thicker in the brain of a woman, which allows the two sides of the brain to communicate. And by doing this, we are able, and studies even show, that women who run companies and who are in charge of finances have a greater positive impact on their communities, because when they make business decisions, they're not only taking into account, she's not only taking into account herself and her family, but she's taking into account the her community and her planet as well. And so I spoke last week, and we did some EFT tapping around releasing the emotions. We have come to believe about ourselves and our capabilities through the conditioning and the programming, what we've been told by other people. And those beliefs are held into place by our emotions. Our beliefs become beliefs. They're a thought, and then when we apply emotion to that thought, that's what anchors it in within our psyche and within our bodies as a belief. And you're seeing these beliefs play out in our political climate, you're seeing it in our media, you're seeing it in the movies, and this rhetoric goes back for millennia, for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. And I will be teaching a masterclass tomorrow. I'll put the link so you can register it in here, going back to, just a couple of thousand years, and seeing how the stories that have informed us of our roles and the parts we play in the world, how those are still playing out in the political climate today. And it is imperative that you recognize what is truth and what have you just been told. Why is it that you believe the way you believe? Why is it do you hide behind other people's beliefs, or hide behind the camera? Or why is it that you play small? Why is it that you're not going out there and playing big? Well, one reason is, just as I spoke about that 8-year-old girl, women are deeply afraid. That's where the perfectionism comes from, the people-pleasing comes from, is if people see me, they will make fun of me, they will judge me, they will criticize me. Right? And we see that women in politics are criticized all the time. What is she wearing? What's that lipstick? Or, they're being made fun of, and the deeper issues are being ignored. And it's how the powers that be discredit women and keep women playing small, because we don't want to risk being seen that way. We don't want to risk not being liked. And if you are watching this live, or if you're watching it as a recording, then you are a woman who has some powerful work to do here. You have powerful work. You are being drawn to shift the climate on this planet, to bring harmony and peace to this planet. The way the planet has been run for hundreds of thousands of years has not been peaceful. But here's the bottom line. new beginnings, change comes from chaos. And we are in chaos now. And so it is the most powerful time to manifest your creations. This chaos begins to stir within other people, within your potential clients. There is an unsettling that is arising within them. And we're not going to change the planet by meditating. We're not going to change the planet by holding space. These are all the new age words and things that spirituality does, yoga, and all of those are great power. But here's the bottom line. We have to become badasses with what we do and become courageous, not fearless, just courageous enough to say, hey, I'm not going to be at the bottom of the totem pole financially, politically, in my own home. I am not going to be at the bottom of the totem pole anymore because I matter. I matter. And so I want you to think about how you've been hiding, how you hold back, what spiritual rhetoric has caused you to lay low and think you can just hold space or visualize. All those are, yes, a part of it, but it's not all of it. It is going to take you getting loud. It is going to take you telling the truth and pulling the rug out from under the foundation of this patriarch. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. We have had 288 school shootings in over how many years, and other countries have had less than 5. That is because the powers that be have an agenda, and it is not for a peaceful planet. And if we want to create a peaceful planet that works for every human being, we are going to have to be courageous and active. So I hope I've inspired you to speak your truth, to speak it with confidence, to speak it with passion, to even, I know I've been told, man, you sound so angry. Maybe I am angry. And that's okay, because anger moves. That's how Mothers Against Drunk Drivers was started, right? Mad, right? And now we have drunk driving laws that we didn't have before because somebody's child was killed at the hands of a drunk driver. So, women have been belittled and saying, good girls don't get angry, don't rock the boat. It's time to rock the boat. It's time to rock the boat in your own soul. It's time to recognize what it is you want, the vision you have for yourself, and step into that. So please feel free. Hey, Barb, thanks for stopping by. If you're here, say hello. I can see that I have more viewers than what I'm seeing in the feed. So just say hey. Let me see if I'm missing something. It says 2 comments. I can't see both comments, but please hit the share button. Let's get women motivated and join my masterclass tomorrow at, I think I set it for noon tomorrow Pacific time. The details will be in the comments below. I would love to have you there. Women are designed to generate money. We've just been conditioned and programmed to believe otherwise, so that we would remain powerless. Because when we're powerful, we get to create the world that works for everyone. And that's what is in every human being's heart. It's just the programming and the conditioning. So I will see you soon. Thank you for being here. Hit the share button and register for the masterclass tomorrow. Bye for now. Ending.